Hello everyone. Welcome to, I believe it's part 13 of my Blu-ray collection. Now this is where all the new titles come in that weren't in the two shelves that we've seen earlier. Those for the most part have stayed the same. So these are pretty brand new additions to my collection since those two shelves, and it's gonna be a mix of Blu-rays and CDs actually, so it's gonna be very random. So I'm gonna start off with new pickups, new releases that I haven't finished watching or rewatching. So we'll just start with one that came in the mail today. This is Romeo and Juliet, the version with Olivia Hussey. I've never seen this yet, so this is a complete blind buy for me. Um, then we have one I picked up pretty cheap, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Um, haven't this is a sealed one, so I'm gonna check it out. Got that one pretty cheap as well. And then I got this double pack of When a Stranger Calls and Happy Birthday to Me. I haven't seen either of them actually, so that's gonna be another blind buy. And then we have the Fablemans. This is a brand new pickup. It just came out, just came in the mail actually. And yeah, this is a pretty good film. Saw it in theaters. Really good Steven Spielberg film. I think he did a really good job with this. It's pretty much autobiographical as well. And it's just a pure love for cinema, which I really appreciated. Then got this Criterion release of Bergman's Island. I did like this film, so I'm really excited to rewatch it again. And then I got this box set of Nasty Habits, Nunsploitation collection. Haven't got through it yet, so gonna finish that. And then this is the Beatles Get Back. This is the Beatles Get Back collection concert series. Basically showing you the how the Beatles put the album together and the rooftop concert in its entirety. This is a great box set for if you like the Beatles. And it's like it's like 9 hours or something worth of documentary footage in this. This is amazing. I have not opened it yet, but I've seen it on Disney Plus, so I'm trying to find the right moment to open that. And then I got this Terrifier 2 on 4K. I really enjoy this film. I got the steelbook from Walmart, but it came all dinged up and broken. So that steelbook sold out, so they haven't been able to replace it. I still gotta return it. You'll see that one later in the collection somewhere. So I picked up this 4K, and pretty nice slip though, so not too bad. That one. And then we have the Discovery of Witches. This is Discovery of Witches, the box set series. Pretty good show. I enjoyed that. May rewatch it at some point. And then I have these 4K Godfather. That's the Godfather 1, that's 3, and that's part 2. 4K steelbooks. I'm gonna replace that box set that I had earlier of the Godfather with these 4Ks. But when I buy new Blu-rays, I try to watch it again, rewatch it before putting it back, filing it away, on my shelf. But obviously, I don't have the space anymore, so it's just things are just in a box. So I'm gonna do some CDs now. This is Haim, Woman in Music, Volume 3, I believe it's called. Yeah, Part 3. This is a really good album. I enjoy that one. And I got this double pack of Backstreet Boys, Millennium and Black and Blue, and Backstreet's Back. Pretty good triple feature there. I'm pretty much into the Spice Girls, so I have their Greatest Hits album, Spice World, and I think the first one's just called Spice. So I have Spice as well. So I have the Spice Girls CDs. A lot of CDs in this part as well, so hope you don't mind. McCartney 3. This is Paul McCartney's latest album. Pretty good release. And then I have a bunch of actually this is Taylor Swift's Cardigan single and a voice memo. I think I got that one off a website. Another copy of Evermore. And this is Folklore with the traditional cover. And now we got a blue. Let's get more CDs out of the way. Actually, Tame Impala, The Slow Rush. Really good band. I like that album a lot. Ingrid Andress, Ladylike. That's a good country album. And then I've collected a bunch of these Folklore different album covers. And here's a signed one of the standard cover. Another cover right here. This one's a little scratched up, which is annoying, but it's another cover. And I have the Essential Britney Spears collection with a lot of her hits. I have Taylor Swift's Fearless, Taylor's version. Great release. I'm glad that she's doing these. Then I have Happier Than Ever, Billie Eilish. 3 Days Grace. I think this is their debut album. That's a really good one. Then I have the new BB Rexa album, Better Mistakes. That's a good one as well. And then I just got Katy Perry, Teenage Dream. Lord Solar Power. There's no CD in this. It's just like kind of like a box, but still pretty cool. I'm a big fan of her. Classic one from the childhood, I guess. Limp Bizkit, Significant Other. Then we got the My Chemical Romance Black Parade. And we got North by Something Corporate. Got this one pretty cheap on eBay. So far the latest Lana Del Rey album, Chemtrails Over the Country Club. I think this is the Target version with that cover, which I like better than the original. Dua Lipa, I think it's Future Nostalgia. Yeah, the Moonlight edition. I like her music a lot. Good pop music. And the Pretty Reckless. Death by Rock and Roll. Big fan of them as well. And then things are falling. I knew this would happen. Oh boy, alright. They're not gonna stay still. Oh my god. Okay, so annoying. I hate this. Triple pack of Britney Spears albums. This is this debut. Oops, I Did It Again and Britney. I like her music as well. And then a triple pack of NSYNC with their debut, No Strings Attached and Celebrity. I think those are the only 3 albums they did. We have more editions of Folklore. I think there's 8 releases, so I have 8 different covers. There you go, 3, 4. I think this is it though. I think that's all of them. Alright, for some reason, which is weird, I have another Taylor's version of Fearless. This one looks like it cracked a little bit. I gotta be more careful with those. I don't know why I have 2 of those. I don't know how I ended up with 2 of those. And then we have Run DMC's Greatest Hits. That's a good set as well. And then we have this is what's this band called again? Paris, yeah. This is their album called All We Know of Heaven, All We Need of Hell. I have all of their albums somewhere. I don't know if it's all in this particular set. Beastie Boys, basically a Greatest Hits. Good band right there. And the War on Drugs, Lost in the Dream, Church's Screen Violence, and Casey Musgrave Star-Crossed. Halsey's I want to get this album name right. I think it's if I can't have power. It's something. I don't really write it. Yes, her newest album, but it's a good one. There's some more CDs here. I want to try to get every CD out of the way first. Mest, Photographs, and Katy Perry, One of the Boys. You know what? I don't see any more CDs. There will be some more CDs that just pop up, but let me just go ahead and do Blu-rays. Dead Silence. I actually like this film. This is one of my favorite James Wan films. I think they did a really good job with this. Pretty underrated, actually. Yeah, I like that film. And then we have I Spit on Your Grave, Deja Vu, the new one. This is a really long film. Kind of retreads the ground of the first one. But that's the new one right there. And then we have Ginger Snaps. Happy to get this in my collection. It's a pretty good werewolf film and a nice release from Scream Factory. Oh, here's more CDs. So this is Essential Cyndi Lauper right there. Oh my god, I have a Jenga tower of CDs right here. Old, the new M. Night Shyamalan. Well, he has a newer film out now, Knock at the Cabin. I like this film. This is a pretty cool steelbook as well. He gets a lot of hate, but I think he's a good filmmaker. And he showed it with that one too. I really like that film. And then we have Scare Package. I love this film. This is actually a Shudder release. They did a second one, which I didn't like as much, but this one, I love the segments in this. I can watch it as many times as possible because I really like this film. And then Joan Jett and the Black Hearts, Greatest Hits album. Some songs in there as well. And then we have Saint Maud, really good horror film. This actress, she did something else very recently. What has she done? She's in something, because I know she's got her big break on a TV show. For the life of me, I can't remember. But maybe someone can say in the comments. But this is kind of where she got her start. Saint Maud. What is it's gonna drive me crazy. I'm not gonna figure it out. Saint Maud. I like that film. That's a pretty good, unique horror film. On the Rocks. This is the new Sofia Coppola film. Glad they released it on Blu-ray. I didn't think they would because it's an Apple original film. But I like this one. Good chemistry between Rashida Jones and Bill Murray. And then not many Tyler Perry in my collection, but I do like Why Did I Get Married. It's a little over dramatic, and as well as the second one, but I thought it was fine. And then we have a horror pack triple feature that came. Scar, Terror Trap, and Midnight Movie. Honestly, this triple pack wasn't that bad. I forgot which one it was, but I think Midnight Movie and Scar are pretty good, and Terror Trap is probably okay. But that's not a bad pack to have. And then we have Interview with a Vampire, really good vampire film with a really great cast as well. Yeah, that's a good one. I haven't checked out the show. Don't think I will. Nice steelbook of Christine, classic John Carpenter. I like this steelbook. It's pretty simplistic. And then we have more Studio Ghibli, From Up on Poppy Hill. Yeah, pretty good film. That's one of the newer ones, probably one of the newest ones. And then we have The Wind Rises. Really like this one as well. I'm a big fan of these films. And then I have another one. So this is Castle in the Sky, one of the early ones, probably the second one. I really like this film as well. These are all great. Weathering with You. I don't think this is Studio Ghibli, but it's a steelbook, a nice steelbook. Sorry if I'm a little off focus because I'm just grabbing things from here so the camera keeps moving. But Weathering with You, that's a good one. And then we have the Paranormal Activity 6 film collection. Oh, so I do have the entire collection, and I have the 1, 2, 3 as seen earlier. I didn't realize I have all of them now. So this has 4, and I have 4 as well separately. So I have the Mark ones and the Ghost Dimension. I have all of them now, except that new one that came out on Paramount Plus, which sucked. I hated that one. Next of Kin, I think it was called. So I gotta get rid of the other ones there. Night House. This is a fantastic film. Great performance by Rebecca Hall. One thing, there's a moment in this film that just scared the shit out of me in the theaters. And I think if you've seen the film, you probably know what it is. But that thing was like a jump scare, even though it's not like a conventional jump scare. I think that's a really well made like horror mystery. And then we have The Unborn. Not a super great film. I do like Odette Annabelle. I think that's her name. And then we have a really well made horror film, The Autopsy of Jane Doe. I think this was a Dollar Tree release, or it was a horror pack title that came in a horror pack. Either way, this is a really good film. I like this a lot. It has Brian Cox from Succession and Emil Hirsch. Very well made horror, that one. The Apparition. This is not as great. I just really do like Ashley Greene. Have a nice crush on her. So I have that one as well. If we're ready for more Studio Ghibli, it looks like I do have Secret World of Ariadne on Steelbook. I'll probably keep the one with the slipcover just because I got that early on and I like it. But I do have the Steelbook of this. I didn't even realize. Some of these things I don't even remember I have. And I think this is the earliest Studio Ghibli film. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. This is a really good one as well. And we have another Steelbook of a cult favorite, Mandy. I think it's a pretty good film. I do like his earlier film, Beyond the Black Rainbow, a little more. But this is a pretty nice Steelbook, whichever way you look at it. And then we have Bird on a Wire with Mel Gibson and Goldie Hawn. Pretty good film. I do like Goldie Hawn. So I have a lot of her films, a lot of them on bootleg. But that as well. Porco Rosso. Not one of my favorite from Hayao Miyazaki, but you know, some people enjoy that one. This is probably one of my lower ranked ones. Still good though. And we have a pretty nice Steelbook of Cruella with Emma Stone. I liked her performance in this. I thought this was a really good film. Yeah, I had a good time with that one. Rewatchable as well. Nice Steelbook of Black Widow. You see Florence Pugh on the back. I thought this was a pretty decent film. I'm not a huge fan of the Marvel films after Avengers Endgame, and this one also felt a little unnecessary just because of the fate of her character at the end of Endgame. But yeah, we have that. They're making a lot more stuff. This video shouldn't be that much longer. Space Jam. This is the original on Steelbook, 4K Steelbook. Pretty good film. I do watch a lot of NBA now, but I didn't really like what's it called? I didn't really like the New Legacy, Space Jam New Legacy. I thought that was a pretty awful film, unfortunately. And I'm not gonna be picking that one up. I just realized this Blu-ray looks a little busted. I don't know what the hell happened. I think it's the way I'm storing these. I gotta be careful with this. So this is Tales from the Crypt and Vault of Horror. This is a double pack of the Tales from the Crypt film and then the sequel. Really good anthology series here. I don't know how this happened, but it's like we have to put some weight on it and get it like straight again. That's annoying. And then we have Here Are the Young Men. Very random pick up by me, but the only reason I got it is because Anya Taylor-Joy is in it and I love her. This was not a good film though. That was a blind buy that did not work out. And then we have Escape Room Tournament of Champions, the sequel to Escape Room, and it has Taylor Russell in it. I thought this was a pretty good sequel. However, the theatrical cut and the extended cut are two very different films. Like I watched the extended cut and I was like, whoa, that like there's so many sequences in that are just completely omitted or changed in the theatrical version. And I think I like the extended cut a little better. Pretty good film. If you like the original, then this one is pretty much on that level. Then we have 8 Crazy Nights. This is Adam Sandler's Christmas movie. Animated Christmas movie. I like that one. Pretty rewatchable. And we have a steelbook of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Wasn't a big fan of this. Thought it was okay. I think most of the Marvel films are just okay now. And then we have Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Pretty nice steelbook. Probably better than the film itself. On the level or thereabouts of Venom 1. And then we have Nightmare Alley. This was a blind buy just to get ready for the new one with Guillermo del Toro. And I thought this was a fantastic film. Both of them are very close in quality for me. But Nightmare Alley, I love this film. I think it's a really good Criterion release. Another great film is Josie and the Pussycats. This is more like a guilty pleasure, but it's fantastic. I mean, I'm very glad they released that. A lot of these titles, forgotten titles coming back out. It's great. Solaris, a really good Andrei Tchaikovsky film. Pretty influential, I would say, as well. I have a few of his works. And then I have another Studio Ghibli film, Ponyo. Another lower ranked one for me, but still good. Animation is nice in that one. Distorted, this was probably a Dollar Tree pickup. I don't remember too much about this film, but decent cast. I can't really say much more. I don't remember enough. Lemony Snicket's The Series of Unfortunate Events. Pretty good film. It has Emily Browning and Jim Carrey in it. I wish they kind of did more with it, like a sequel or so on, because I thought this was pretty good. And then we have Scooby-Doo 1 and 2, the collection. I mean, Scooby-Doo is classic. You got Sarah Michelle Gellar in that as well. 1 and 2 are pretty much similar quality, I would say. This definitely looks like a horror pack release. Why? Yep. I have seen it, but I can't tell you anything about it. I really don't know. I've seen all of these, most of these, unless it's like a I Say So, but I can't remember that one. Skeleton Key. I do like Kay Hudson in this. I thought it was a decent horror film. Nothing crazy, nothing special, nothing you'll like think about for days or anything like that. Psycho Gorman. This was actually a horror pack release. It came with the horror pack. This is a pretty good film though. I like that one. The Pianist, pretty depressing film. I think Adrian Brody won an Oscar for it, and he deserved it. I think this was a really good film. But as I said, it's pretty depressing. A good Roman Polanski film there. And then we have the steelbook of Mortal Kombat, the 2021 film that came out recently. Very nice steelbook. A lot of people have kind of some complaints about this film. I think it's a reversible steelbook. Yeah, so you can put it the Sub-Zero way or the Scorpion way. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good film. It's a little light on the plot, maybe a little predictable, but pretty good film. This was a blind buy. I think it released pretty recently whenever I picked it up. La Piscine. So I didn't realize until like went through this film that this is basically the original version of the A Bigger Splash that Luca Guadagnino made with Dakota Johnson and Tilda Swinton. But it's basically that film. So it's good. I like both of them. And then we have a Paramount Pictures exclusive of Bugsy Malone, which is like starring young kids, and I think it's like kind of like a musical as well. Not a young Jodie Foster in that one. That's a pretty good film. I like those Paramount releases with the slips. Sorry, I'm tired. It's late. Yeah, I like those slips. So like if it's a good film that I don't have, I'll get it. Memories of a Murder. This was a blind buy, and it was a blind buy that I thought would be a fine blind buy just because this is such a well rated film, and it was very good. This one is definitely worth a watch. And then this must have been a Dollar Tree pickup because I don't know why I would get Homefront. But I do like End of Watch. I don't know what the theme of this double pack is, but End of Watch is pretty good. It also has Anna Kendrick in it. Homefront, I think that one was okay. Tulip Fever, picked this one up cheap. I do like Alicia Vikander in this film. It's kind of a weird chemistry between Alicia Vikander and Dane DeHaan. I don't know what happened to Dane DeHaan. He's not in anything anymore. But this is a decent film. And then another decent one that I got really cheap is White Bird in a Blizzard. This has Eva Green in it. That's probably why I have it. Not a very good film. One that I'm not that crazy about is also Bohemian Rhapsody. I took a while to pick this one up. I had to get it cheap. I do like the performances and the music. And then Rami Malek's obviously fantastic in it. But I think it was just felt like a by the numbers, quick, let's just get all these key events out of the way kind of thing. Revenge. Oh, really good film. Really good revenge film here. I think her name is Matilda Lutz in this film. I mean, the actress. But I think this was very well done. Very bloody and brilliant, really, that one. And then we have the other Elvira film. I have Elvira's Mistress of the Dark earlier, and I showed it. So this is Haunted Hills. This is the collector's edition. Came with a poster and everything, which I have hanging up. I do love Elvira. I have a box set of a lot of the Elvira specials that she did with films. I might show that one later if I remember. It's a DVD though, not a Blu-ray. But I guess it doesn't matter since I'm showing like CDs in this anyway, so it really doesn't matter. And we have What Lies Beneath. This came out pretty recently. Michelle Pfeiffer horror film. I think this was pretty good. I think it's directed by Robert Zemeckis. It has to be. Yeah, it is. Okay. And then a steelbook of American Psycho. So I don't know if I had American Psycho earlier in the collection, but I do need to get rid of that because this is like the definitive 4K beautiful steelbook here. If you can see, this is the 4K release of it with the Blu-ray as well. So I really don't need to keep 2 copies of it. This is a fantastic film. Read the book as well. I think Christian Bale's just absolutely fantastic in this film. This is an amazing film. I love it. It's very rewatchable as well. Another really great film, The Green Knight, one of the best films of the year it came out, which I think was 2021. Great film by David Lowery. Dev Patel's just a superstar in this film, and there's visuals in this film that are just absolutely amazing. I think this is such an amazing film. A little creepy at times as well. And the last one in this collection is probably one that a lot of people have not heard of, but I saw it in the theaters. Good thing about New York is you can find a bunch of theaters that are showing like kind of video on demand type films there as well. And I must have been born one day, saw this one. I thought it was a pretty good film. It's high concept, so you got to really pay attention throughout it. But it has Olivia Cook, and I really like her. And it has John Boyega and Bill Skarsgård. I mean, this has a really good cast. Naked Singularity. Very surprised they put out a Blu-ray of this. But it's a good film. If you ever have the chance, or if you like any of these performers, go ahead and take a watch. There's maybe like 4 or 5 more videos to come with a lot of box sets and stuff, more CDs, and a lot more to come. So just stay tuned. But this is the end of this video, and we'll continue later on.